here. We have much to discuss, you and I. Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections. It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I've enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bleak Rock, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises. As it so happens, the great mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
It's really quite simple. The system of inter-evocative hermetic harmonic resonance we still use today was developed during the construction of the Crystal Tower.
You received my message! Excellent! I appreciate your prompt attention. New members of the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. To the north of the city lies the ruin known as Ondel. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The ruins of Ondel are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
Do you know how long I've been looking for you?
Were you successful? Do you have the tomes? Well done! You're already proving your worth to the guild. Sorry, did you say strange? What happened? Shalador? Labyrinthian's father, the Spell Mirror's forger. Are you speaking truly? And, this book's pages are blank. Why is it glowing? The spell rites of the First Era used a special ink that would remain invisible until immersed in arcane fire. Perhaps that's what he meant. We have a brazier nearby burning with such a fire. Let's see what the flames reveal. Cast the book into the arcane fire. Fear not, the pages will not burn. What has the fire revealed? Complex indeed. Much of this is beyond my understanding, but here, this one is an attunement spell. We can summon Archmage Sheogorath himself. We'll need some ritual orbs. They'll focus your magicka, attune your life energies, and draw him to this place. The ritual will apparently also link your mind with his. It means that the Archmage will be able to guide you and speak to you whenever he chooses. Are you ready to begin? To the center. First, we attune your spirit to Sheogorath's. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
Knew it! I was right in choosing you. I can sense, yes, the aura around you glows with good fortune. You will be the one to help me complete my final task. What I hope to accomplish is difficult, perhaps impossible. It will require great strength of spirit. A storm rages towards us, Adept. War has come to Tamriel, and the mages of this great guild must have quarter. I intend to offer them a safe haven, a sanctuary where they may study in peace. I created that sanctuary centuries ago. It was stolen from me by an agent of chaos, and magically transported to the Shivering Isles. To recover the island, we must locate 4 hidden tomes. This is the task of which I speak. They are being held in the place known as Cheesemonger's Hollow. It is a realm of the mad god, Sheogorath. Stand by my side, and I will open a portal. Be careful. Sheogorath is not to be taken lightly. I lost the sanctuary because of his nimble tongue and mad stare. To protect my legacy, while this guild was, after my time, I accomplished much in Tamriel. I founded schools of magic, oversaw the construction of the Great Maze, and bore my spell mirror into battle. I know it. I laid powerful enchantments on my final resting place. When my legacy is threatened, I'm drawn back from Aetherius. My presence here is proof enough. I know it.
Oh, how quaint. A mortal. Well, what is it? Here for some noble purpose, no doubt. Spell books? How pedestrian. As it happens, I'm feeling particularly charitable at present. I'll allow you to enter. After a test of your resolve. This isn't a lending library. If you want the spell books, you'll have to earn them. Close the portal if... That was unexpectedly competent. You'd make an adequate house servant. I don't suppose you'd consider it. The pay is meager, but the fringe benefits are appalling. Pity. The tomes you seek are beyond the door at the top of the stair. Once you're outside, follow the path. Just doing the Master's will. I will open the door for you. Oh. I'm so glad we've had this time together. One must usually go to a public execution for conversation of this caliber. Oh, just one of the many shrines to my lord. The common rabble know it as Cheesemonger's Hollow. Sheogorath is fond of it, but rarely graces it with his presence. I am Lord Sheogorath's Chamberlain. I handle his affairs and look after the Shivering Isles while his lordship is away.
Puppy killer? Come to steal me books? What? Who? Where? What? When? Sometimes why? Speak up! Honesty is the best policy, as far as you know. Shalinor? Ho ho! That pompous Nord and I go way back. I know what he wants. Indeed I do. Ha! His island. He wants to steal it back. How I love a challenge! Now where's the sport in that? I tell you what. I'll give you one book in exchange for your heart or lungs. Your choice. No, wait. I have a better idea. Let's have a contest. A contest wrapped in a mystery with an enigma glaze. Oh, what fun we'll have. A few tasks, the odd death trap. Nothing so difficult as, say, reassembling the Staff of Chaos or rebuilding the Numidium. Take the first book, Puppy Killer, and I'll give you an additional book for each test you pass. Are you game? Excellent! Cheese and cabbage for everyone! But wait, we should inform Shalidorable of our deal. With any luck, he'll die of embarrassment all over again. I can't wait to see the look on his face. If it's precious enough, I might hang it on the wall. Ah!
What's the meaning of this? Sheogorath!
You remembered. Ah, Shalador. You never write, you never visit. Just now I made a deal with your lackey here. How long have you wanted those books? Eternity?
Your deals are hardly fair. What farce have you contrived this time?
Think of it as an adventure. Ha! And don't worry, I've got a surprise for you too. I put a tiny curse on these books, just a small one. Long story short, Shal, you can never read these books.
Curse you, mad god!
Boring! Be more imaginative, Shal. Like, curse you, mad god! May you become cheese eternally gnawed by skeevers! Unfortunately, I have no more time for constructive criticism. Do stay in touch.
Curse the mad god. I don't know what game he's playing with you, but I do know the stakes. That's true. Though without my help, it will take Velast considerably longer to translate it. I'd like you to return and let her know the bad news. I'll send you back to Tamriel then. Are you ready?
Here you can see the third law of arcane pyrodynamics in action, class. Do not treat these concepts lightly.
You radiate an aura of power. Does this mean you have the books? Tests? Well, that's a start, I suppose. What of Shalador? He was drawn away from here in a burst of light. Not good, not good. I'll start translating this right away, but I hope Shalador returns to help. Zarxus' backside! Then this is going to take a while. Check in at a guild hall from time to time. I'll leave word for you when I've finished. In the meantime, keep an eye out during your travels. There are many lost tomes scattered throughout Tamriel. Who knows, any one of these books may help us restore Shalador's lost island haven. Pardon me, I must begin this translation. These runes? Fascinating. Terrifying, isn't he? The will and attention of a child with the power of a Daedric prince. Well, look on the bright side. You're still upright on two legs. You're not inside out or bright purple or afflicted with new angry limbs. It could be worse.
Trust me, the smell alone is worth steering clear.
What is it?
Your timing is impeccable. I'd hoped to find you here, Adept. Velast has finished translating the tome. Once you're ready, join us at the Mages Guild. Speak to Velast when you arrive. I'll be making preparations for your first trial. Velast will be expecting you at the Elden Root Guild Hall. I'll see you there, Adept. She did most of the hard work. I'll leave the explanation to her. Just know that Sheogorath is nowhere near as clever as he thinks. She was able to unravel his nonsense and determine where you need to go. Huh!
Shalador found you. Good to see you again. I've deciphered the spell inside the book. Are you prepared for Sheogorath's first test? Excellent. It's been fascinating to work with Shalador. Even though he can't read the book, he's been an invaluable resource. I had to decipher layers upon layers of meaning hidden within the tome. Yes, speak with the archmage. He's meditating on the challenges ahead. I'm still somewhat drained from my effort, so he'll open the portals to the Shivering Isles for you. Auriel, watch your steps. I'm very excited about this project. Shalador's sanctuary would be a boon to every mage in Tamriel. Even Guildmaster Vanus approves of our work here.
The brazier is ready. Velast prepared it precisely, according to my instructions, of course. We're having trouble opening a portal directly there, so we created this anchor to help us. Some trickery of Sheogorath's, no doubt. The next time around, I'm sure this won't be an issue.
Ah, right on time. Welcome back. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever show up. My lord seems to derive amusement from my annoyance. You are here to retrieve a tome for that Shalador person, correct? Just a moment, mortal. Lord Sheogorath asks that you perform a task first, to prove your competence. He claims to have misplaced a pair of items. Items you must recover. A fork and a staff. Please do try to be quick. My lord enjoys making me wait, but he's not very patient himself. I've opened a portal for your convenience. It should lead you directly to the fork. I'd say at your leisure, mortal, but I expect I have more time ahead of me than you do. Come, mortal. Let's not waste time, shall we? I see you have the fork. Competently done. Impressive, even. Now, for the staff. When last we spoke, my lord recalled the discomfort of desert sand. I believe it lies somewhere within Hammerfell, in the dry and decayed hands of Prince Malil. Prince Malil Alakir, the Sith of Yokuda, a formidable warrior in his day. That was over 1,000 years ago, but still.
As I expected, another resting place for the dead. Sheogorath has a sick sense of humor. This is the necropolis, Asakala, the resting place of Prince Malil, also known as the Scythe of Yokuda. The prince's underlings were clever. They crafted magical seals to guard his resting place. Observe the Yokudan statues. Each bears a crystal in the helm and a seal at the base. The essences you see swirling around in the air here, their energy can be used to unlock those keystones. What can I tell?
Generals.
For such a superstitious, mage-hating people, this place is a work of art. Have you observed the sand barriers on those passages in the canyon walls? I suspect the prince's generals may be waiting within. Their essences would no doubt be more than enough to activate the other two statues. Very simple.
Another successful retrieval, I see. Very well, then. I have instructions to have you return to the Isles. My lord would have a word with you. Ah, right on time. Welcome back.
Look, Haskell! Farkey's back! Oh, it's so nice to see him again! Oh, and good to see you too, mortal, I guess. Wonderful! I'll just take... Forky. Oh, I've missed you so much, Forky. Let's never be parted again. Oh, it gives me goosebumps just to hold it in me hand again. Ah, the Wabbajack. Malil held it down in that dusty tomb for so long. Say, why don't you clear its throat? Take it in hand and use it on some of these holier-than-thou temple types. Ah, no need to worry, you pretty mortal head. The Wabbajack, it unleashes the potential in everyone. The unrecognized essence of artistic beauty that swells and beats within the... Look, you want the book? Whack some folks with the Wabbajack! A bit rusty, but not bad. So funny watching you mortals muck around with things you can't possibly understand. I'll be needing that back now. And as promised, the book. Well, go ahead. Take it. Once it's yours, it'll send you straight back to Tamriel. Funny how books have a way of transporting you. No? Oh. Simply hold your breath, close your eyes, and count to, let's say, 1,000,000.
how you've returned. Do you have the second book? Excellent. The Circus of Cheerful Slaughter? That's quite a title. I'll begin my research immediately. Can't wait to get to it.
What is it?
Thank you for standing beside
Damn the mad god and his nonsense book!
stars watch over you.
Sheogorath! He's made this process insufferable. I translated the last book you retrieved, but it doesn't make any sense. I can't find anything that might lead us to the next trial. I must be missing something. By all means, Circus of Cheerful Slaughter is just there on the desk. But be careful, the treachery of the mad god knows no bounds. Good luck, my friend. This time, it's almost as though the runes themselves were mocking me. I translated the text relatively quickly. You can see when you read it, the words themselves just make no sense. If you told me years ago that I'd do spell work with Shalador, I'd have called you a liar. I'm happy to do the work. It's the chance of a lifetime, but I can't help but feel I'm in over my head.
I have many fine goods.
Welcome! Welcome to the Circus of Cheerful Slaughter! Step right up, my mortal friend. The show is about to begin, and you're the star. You're going to perform a play. My play, actually. Wrote it myself. I call it The Folly of Isolation. It's a tragedy. And a comedy. They're both at once. A tromedy. You want the next tome, right? Well, I need entertainment. I can only light Prince Malil here on fire so many times before it gets boring. You understand? Before we get to your motivation, we need to set the scene. The scene. Tamriel. The three alliances are at war, and the wee little Mages Guild wants none of it. They want to stand alone. Jolly good, you're paying attention. Now, this is a play in 3 acts. In each act, you'll isolate the guild from those bloodthirsty, political, warmongering sons of silkworms. By killing them. Oh, everyone. Right up to the high muckety-mucks themselves. Just remember, you wait for your cues. You kill nobody unless it's in the script. Now, let's get going. I can't wait to see it performed. Here, Malil will even light the way for you. Shall we raise the curtain? Begin the first act? Our opening act features the Ebonheart Pact. Ha! That rhymes, doesn't it? I'm a poet, and until now, I didn't realize it. Don't be presumptuous, mortal, or I'll banish you to the Isle of Lusty Bards. Like I was saying, As the curtain rises, our Ebonheart friends are at peace. Allies. Historically, though, they've been at each other's throats. Slavery, border raids, and infighting have them primed for chaos. They just need a little push. I've written myself a part, a small but pivotal role, if you'll excuse me. Hey! You hate each other, remember?
Oh yeah, da-dum.
We now pause for a brief intermission. Would you like some cheese? No time for witty banter, eh? Fine, fine. This act features the Aldmeri Dominion. Cats and elves. I never had a taste for either, honestly. Too much fur and fancy. Let's play it by ear. The scene. Queen Irene is addressing some of your peers. As a master thespian, you should respond to her heartfelt pronouncements as you see fit. And action!
The Mages Guild cannot turn on the Dominion so easily. You are a part of this world, like it or not.
My queen, you don't understand. The Guild does not belong to any alliance. We merely wish to study in peace and solitude.
Hey, quiet down front! I am trying to watch the Queen's speech!
Either you're with the Dominion or you're against us. You want to be removed from this world? Fine, I'll do it for you. Here, let me show you the path to exile. You can't ignore the world around you.
Hey, Queenie! You missed a mage! This one is a member of the guild, too!
Ah, good catch, Jester. Soldiers, give this mage the gift of exile. Take care.
Mother, you left me. I'm all alone. The other students, the other mages, they all hate me. You were the only one. And now you're gone.
You didn't come home last night. I waited all night for you. Have you been working? Charlador, Ibea is lost. You're obsessed. Can you even hear me? I can't do this anymore. You love your spells and scrolls more than you love me. I'm leaving you. Can you hear me now? Goodbye, you stupid old fool.
Ulfi, my love? I swear I just heard you. Where did you go?
The third act always brings me down. Because it means the play is almost over. I'm enjoying this so much I don't want it to end. And the sideshows. Have you enjoyed my little illusionary performances? Very illuminating, I think. Ugh, I won't tell you. I show you. That's the essence of storytelling. Show, don't tell. What do you think this is? Community theatre? Well, it is. Stage left, we have the founder of the Mages Guild, Vanas. Stage right, we have your old friend, Archmage Sheogorath. And backstage, we have Velast, your new friend and confidant in the Mages Guild. But what's this? Why, it's King Emmerich and his friends from the Daggerfall Covenant. No doubt he's got kind words to share. Take it away, Your Highness!
For perpetuating the use of magic, we hereby burn you at the stake. Let your corruption be gone from this land, once and for all.
Huh. Seems like nobody wants you around. Ha! So, this is the final scene. Save your friends. Then, I'd give you me book. Bravo! Author! Author! Oh, wait, that's me. I don't know. Your performance was a bit uninspired at points. And you refused to eat cheese with me. Yes, you did make me laugh. And cry. And kick Malil in the head. I suppose that's all I could ask. Take your book. Just don't eat it all at once. The book will take you back. It knows the way. Just remember, little actor, you still have one book left. And if you thought my play was rough, just think of what's ahead.
My prices can't be beat.
What happened? Where did you go? Oh, I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. I hope this trial wasn't too painful. I'll start translating this book right away. We've got one more trial to go. Nice work. There's only one more trial. We'll let you know once we're finished delving through Sheogorath's madness. I was? What happened? The more we deal with him, the more I'm convinced. The mad god is a spoiled child, pulling legs off bugs just to watch them twitch. What else happened? Some kind of commentary about Shalador's goal, no doubt. He may be a child, but Sheogorath certainly knows how to make a point.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
Adept, we need your support once again. Ballast has translated the book you earned in Sheogorath's mad play. Aye, she's ready to summon the portal for you. I'll meet you in the Isles. Just hurry if you please, Adept. I'm worried. You'll find the mistress of Inconabula in the depths of the jungle, at the Bandari trading post in Malabal Tor. Good luck, Adept. It's Ballast. She's been working day and night to understand these books. Sheogorath has a warped and twisted mind, and I worry that this work is taking a toll on her. Honestly, Adept, no. Ballast has a singular mind. As long as those books are cursed such that I can't read them, She's our best and only chance. She's almost as smart as I am. Just don't tell her I said that.
Shalador found you. Excellent. I've puzzled out the hints from that last book, and I'm afraid the news isn't good. Your next trial is in a particularly nasty part of the Shivering Isles, a place called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent. Not unless you've spent your life poring over obscure Daedric tomes. The chateau is in the darkest part of Dementia, the Shadowland of the Shivering Isles. I'm worried that... I'm fine, Adept. I'm just tired. It's become very draining to translate these tomes. Don't worry about me. I can open the portal to the Isles for you straight away, if you'll allow me.
I sell to the nobility.
People think that manipulating magical energy is easy. You and I know nothing could be farther from the truth.
Good. You've arrived. Welcome back to the Isles, Adept. We must be wary. This part of Sheogorath's realm is twisted and corrupt. I'm not sure. I've never been to this part of the Shivering Isles before. We're after the final...
Not so fast there, Shalador. Only invited guests in the chateau. We have
Damn
standards,
you, mad
know.
god!
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, Shally. And off you go. Ha, just the two of us. Now we can talk in peace. Ah, my little mortal. I'm a man of many personalities, but I tell you what, they're all very fond of you. The game is a foot. Or a leg. In fact, all manner of severed limbs. But don't worry about that. I've brought you here because I've been watching you. You work too hard. You need a nice little vacation. Of course! This is my chateau. It's me family's estate. Gets handed down from me to myself and so on and so on. I think you'll love it here. Or hate it. Oh, one of the two, certainly. Up the road behind me is our guest quarters. But silly me! All 3 rooms are already occupied. Frankly, they've overstayed their welcome. One of them, though, just not fitting in. Could you do me a favor? Could you tell him to shove off? Catch? Such an untrusting soul. If there were a catch, I'd say it's the 2 of my guests are murderous cannibals. My advice? Don't let anyone eat you. If anyone tries to kill you, kill him right back. And remember, try to relax.
Be wary. Talk to these guests carefully before you try to throw anyone out.
I can hear you, Shally! Don't bother my guests!
You're the only one that
someone out
thinks
there.
you're funny.
Hello?
Mad god.
Yes. Wait, no! Is the master playing his games again? Wait, I mean, scenarios. I do enjoy his scenarios. They taste so yellow. Yes, yes! Evict me! Open the door right now! Or I'll peel off your face and wear it like a mask! I'll claw through this wood and tear out your succulent throat with my teeth! Freedom! I'll add you to my wardrobe!
Is someone out there? I can hear you moving. No? Not at all. There are things skittering around in here. Oh, don't evict me. As long as I ignore the noise, it's quite nice in here. You can't see the poetry of my soul from behind a door. You can't look into my eyes and know that my mind is my own. You can't see the intensity of my truth. I just want to make you understand.
Hello? Is someone there? I sent for room service hours ago. Yes, actually. It's very pleasant. Some odd things here and there, but overall... Look, are you room service or not? What? Well, no throwing me out. Throw me out and I'll have my advocate drag you before the Alinor courts. We'll strip you of every coin you've ever earned, and every coin your sons will ever earn. Fine then. My advocate will be I'll show myself out. But I'm not taking that dreadful portal.
That's a perfectly good portal! I should know! I made it! It's been so long since we had guests. You would have loved my old Uncle Leo back in the day. Charming dinner conversation. When he wasn't bringing up old girlfriends. Literally regurgitating them. Nasty habit. Well, let's see. Now that you're settled in, you should tour the grounds. We have this lovely maze at the chateau. You simply must see it. Why do I need a reason for everything? Mortals, mortals, mortals! Always needing a reason to do things! For example, people like to think light chases away the shadows. I prefer to think that without a few lights, there'd be no shadows to enjoy! Oh, jolly good, you're getting it! I knew if we spent enough time together, you'd start to think like me. I have that effect on people. It's a bit too dark, actually. Why don't you light a few braziers as you go? Improve the ambiance. So, what did you think? What was your favorite part? No, don't answer that. I can see by the look on your face how happy you are. Such confidence! Braggadocio! Gumption! I like that. The last place I'd like you to visit is our humble little manse, just behind me. I want you to meet the family! So many fond memories. There was that one time with the scalpel. And all of our family dinners. Ha! And of course, you get to play with the family heirlooms. Aye, we have an old rhyme about him. 4 lights in a row, poke one to make it glow. No, that's wrong. Maybe it was 4 lights in a trough, poke one to turn it off. Huh. Well, something like that. Remember. Isn't it beautiful? The most beautiful part of the chateau. You can see why I've held on to the place all these years. Now, just hold on there. Haven't you been wondering why it's called the Chateau of the Ravenous Rodent? Well, you should. And before I give you the last tome, before I reward you and Shally for all your hard work, you need to meet one more member of my family. Let me tell you the story of old Uncle Leo. Ah, a mortal after me own heart. Well, Uncle Leo was quite the ladies' man back in the day. He had a beauty in every town, from Windhelm to Stormhold. As the years went by and his looks began to fade, it got harder and harder to, you know. Right. Well, not getting the attention of the ladies the way he used to, it started to drive Leo a little bit batty. And that's when I stepped in. Can't have someone as well loved as Leo all lonely, right? So, I offered him a little deal. I gave him back his looks, his youth. All he had to do was promise never to bed a maiden more than once. Simple, really. And he took the deal with gusto. Then, a few years later, he meets Mjol. Cheese for the smart skeever! Leo couldn't resist her. Thought he'd have an out on our deal if they got married. Nope. His flesh melted like wax on his wedding night. Became an atronach of my very own. Now? All his girlfriends are rats! Too much, I'm afraid. To be honest, it's become an embarrassment to the family. So, as the final act of a courteous guest, go kill Uncle Leo, will you? Give me old lug my lug before you rip his skull open, will you? Always sad to see a good man die. Leo's death just now? Hilarious! I should make you fight narwhals on the open ocean! I should make you run a gauntlet of angry Argonian concubines! But I won't. Book's yours. Yes, well, I'm sure you and Shalador will be very happy with your new book. Of course, Velast has been the one doing all the reading, right? Send her my best. And tell her to read real close. Give Velast my best.
You've returned. Do you have the book? You've done it. We have them all. Now I just need to closely study the books together as a set, and we should be able to find Shalador's island. Wish me luck, my friend. I'll need it this time round. Yes, Adept. I recovered quickly after you left. I'm just feeling a little weary. This business with the books you've been collecting, it's taken a lot out of me. These books are like word labyrinths. There are layers of meaning upon meaning, endless research avenues. He's laden these things with oblique references that only someone with my mastery of law would be able to understand. It's very tiring. Like I said, just a little weary. Don't worry, Adept. I'm up to the challenge. I'm one of only a handful of people in the whole of Tamriel that could have puzzled these out, in fact. We'll see it done. Oriel, keep me safe. Adept, very glad to see you again. I've translated the final book, and we're ready to monkey rum butter. No, I'm just very tired. Thanks to Shalador, we were able to decipher the deeper ritual hidden within the tomes as a set. He's ready and waiting. Together you'll perform the ritual that will... perform like a dancing midget! Just focus on the task at hand. I've prepared the ritual space, as you can see. Here are the books. Take them and place them on the pillars of light around the hall. They'll focus the power of the books for the archmage. I'll be able to rest soon enough. Please,
The ebb and swell of Magicka. How I missed this. We've done it. We're finally ready to take back my island. I'll use the combined powers of the books and wrench the isle back to Tamriel. Sheogorath has lost, Adept. We're almost there. It's a lush place, gorgeous and vibrant. We have guild... Tomes, attend me! Now, I reclaim what was taken from me. Vea, hear my call! Something is wrong. I sense. Adept, the lost, follow me! Damn me for a fool! Why did I trust that madman? What do I mean? Look at this place! The island is overrun with Daedra. Sheogorath has given us the apple, but it's riddled with worms! There's a grand hall in the center of the island. We'll be able to survey the situation better from that vantage point. You and Velost make your way up this path. I'll meet you there. This is not what we agreed to, Mad God. Leave this place!
Careful, mage. Remember who you're talking to. Our mortal friend has arrived. Be quiet now, shall he? Adults talking. Ah, good. You and I can have reasonable conversations. Sheogorath's just too old and crotchety for me. Do you know, funny thing about deals. They're really the sorts of things you should get in writing. I said if you completed the trials, you could find the island. The portals to deepest oblivion scattered here and there. A sort of bonus. If you want to see it that way, sure. It's another trial. I'm sure you and Velast... Oh, hello, dearie. I'm sure you'll have no problems closing the portals. Honestly, I'm surprised the Mistress of Incunabular didn't. No reason at all? What are you implying? That my choice to curse the books was a calculated move? That crazy old Sheogorath knew there were only a handful of people in the guild that could do the work she did? Oh, I'm sure you'll figure it out. You outwitted daffy old Sheogorath, right? Anyway, pull the crystals to close the portals. Have fun. See you soon.
Damn it! What was I thinking? Attacking the Prince of Madness? Wait, Adept. You're not making sense. What do you mean? Sheogorath put that curse on those books to slow us down. Make the task more time-consuming. Then, the curse was meant to put the books in front of Velast. She was meant to read them. Adept, this is very worrying. But we need to deal with this after the island is safe. She'll be with... Go! Close the portals. I will see this done. Thanks to you, the island is ours. Now you'll just need to claim the hall and kick Sheogorath back to the Shivering Isles. I've put a crack in his ward, but no more. The Mad God's power is formidable, even here. You and Velast may enter. I may not. Just make sure to watch after her. I can see the state she's in. I fear the Mad God may have gotten the better of us. But perhaps something can be done. Go inside. Deal with Sheogorath. We've come too far to be put off by his tricks now. You can do this, Adept. You've proven yourself.
Ah, my favorite mortal. Sheogorath finally figured out how to let you in. You're here to kick me out, I know. But you know, fighting isn't really my thing. Haskell?
Very good, sir. Have at you, Adept. We will now face each other in honorable combat. On your guard.
Enough with the games, Sheogorath. Are you going to relinquish the island to us or not?
All right, settle down. I'll just gather me things and go. The last, dearie. Why don't you come over here?
Uncle Sheo, are we going somewhere?
Yes, little one. You're coming with me. Home to the Shivering Isles. Won't that be nice?
Mad God, stay back! The lost isn't yours to take!
Isn't she, though? I can see it on her face. I can smell it in the air. She's crazy! Mad! A lunatic! All that time with Uncle Sheo's stories, and she's got the urge to visit the Isles! My Shivering Isles!
I do. I want to go with Uncle Sheo. He's got the butterflies. I love butterflies.
This is a conundrum. A riddle. A choice. I tell you what, mortal. Why don't we let you decide? Should Velas stay, or come with me to the dear old Isles? In fact, let's sweeten the deal. You decide she stays, I'll cure her. That's right. Uncle Sheo will make her sane again. Boring old Velast, whose only friends are books. Oh, dear.
And if the adept decides she goes with you?
Well, as it happens, I have one more book here. I give it to you in exchange for Velast. It's called the Folium Discognitum.
Sheogorath, you bastard! You'd throw the folium back in my face after all these years!
Wrote it myself. It's a delightful little artifact. It imbues the reader with the knowledge of madmen. It's very powerful. Worth, 4 or 5 of those sky shard things you adventurers are always looking for. So, Velas stays and I cure her. Or, she goes with me and you, my little mortal, become much more powerful. Your choice. Admit it. You're surprised, aren't you? The look on your face was precious. Right! A mortal making a decision! Free will and agency! Now then, does Velast stay, become sane again, and live her life out here? Or does she go with me, and you receive the power of the Folium Discognitum? Ha! I knew you wouldn't take the book! Could see it in your eyes. Oh well, can't blame Uncle Sheo for wanting to give his favorite niece a good home now. As you wish, mortal. I'll undo what's been done to her. The mortals decided to let Velast stay. So, this is where I say my goodbyes. Mortal, nice working with you. Sheogorath, never change. Velast, sorry dear. Say goodbye to the little dreamling. The Prince of Madness doesn't stay where he's not wanted. Except when he does. But in this case, he doesn't. Until next time, mageling!
It's like a fog has lifted from inside my mind. Adept, I don't know what to say. You've saved me from a fate worse than death.
The lost. Are you?
Yes, I'm all right, Sheogorath. I'm myself again. Don't worry, Adept. I'll be fine soon enough. Now that you've restored my mind, I just need some rest. You've passed the challenges of the Mad God, restored me to sanity, and reclaimed this sanctuary for the Mages Guild. Somehow my thanks seem small in comparison, but you have them. Thank you, Adept, for all you've done.
I can't stay in here, Adept. Let us speak some more outside.
Come here, Adept. I have something for you.
Adept, you've done so much for the guild. I couldn't let you leave without a final gift. This old archmage has a spell he's been saving just for you.
During my time on Tamriel, I developed a very useful spell. A memory charm of sorts. Rather than wasting my time puttering around in libraries trying to find a book, the spell allows me to recall it instantly. If you'll allow me.
Just need a moment to prepare. This spell has proven very handy. Once saved my life when I came up against a rhyming spirit. She demanded every answer to her questions be answered with a couplet. There we go. I'm ready. Call it Shalador's Library of the Mind. Ha! Shores, bones, I can't thank you enough. In time, the body you and Velast have formed for me will fade. But with this charm, you'll never forget our trials together. I take comfort in that. Are you ready? Then accept the gift of eidetic memory. Remember now every tome, every book, every scrap of paper you have ever read. And remember too, the tale of Ivea's return to Tamriel, and the story of the adept who made it happen. Don't be a stranger, Adept. Ivea is another home for you now, as it is for every mage in Tamriel.